Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in the deep playthrough of Hitman Legacy Pack Game of the Year Edition. There is one thing that's a bit annoying, and that is yesterday the game crashed like 3 times or something, and it probably had to do with an overclock of the GPU. And eventually, I just tried to see if it didn't work after a restart and some cleanup of drivers and stuff. And then I was, yeah, it seemed to work like a full episode, like more than an hour. Only to find out that afterwards,
I'll be by the church later.
when I tried to stop the recording after I finished the episode to see that it didn't record at all, so it was actually also corrupted. So it probably was the overclock on the GPU, which I now disabled. I actually didn't need it at all, because without an overclock, it seems to be that I'm, yeah, almost all the time hitting 60 FPS anyways. But what it does mean is that since the previous episodes, I actually lost quite some progression. I will now quickly run you through what I did in that episode, just to all stay aligned. I'm now currently wearing church staff attire, clothing. That's because there's a church in town there, which we will also be exploring. I'm still in the exploring phase. And where I left off with the previous episodes, I think was behind here, climbing a pipe. And I will quickly show you what I did. So this is actually the back entrance of the ice cream parlor, and I have to wait for this guy to move out of the way. It's, by the way, pretty annoying because I did quite some commentary and made quite some progression, and then only when I shut down the recording I noticed, like, god damn it, it didn't record at all. It was only blinking the recording lights, but it was totally screwed. So I hope it was the overclock. I assume it was, but yeah, maybe it's the game itself. Maybe it will crash now as well. I'm not sure. It gives a little bit of an annoying feel if you're not sure that the recording is consistently being processed, so to say. Alright, here we go. I think this is where we left off in the previous episode. This guy somehow doesn't notice Agent 47 climbing the rain pipe besides him. Pretty funny. And here we go. I will run through it a bit quicker. So this is like an apartment above the ice cream parlor. Nothing here. This is like an empty apartment. Maybe it can be used to yeah, maybe it seems to be like a lawyer's apartment or something. And also there's quite some security going on with these laptops. Also upstairs over there, we will be going there as well. There's a whole security center. Yeah, maybe this is a way to lure one of the targets into here as with their lawyer outfit or something. I don't know, but it's a pretty fleshed out apartment, but it's totally empty now. There is like a suitcase that I could pick up, but I don't really need it, so I leave it for now. And the music you hear is actually not like the background music. It's actually in-game a stereo of a guy upstairs who is pretty cool. He is in the top apartment like a hippie, playing his music very loud. It's pretty fitting, by the way. Like, don't caring at all about other people's thing. Like sound volumes. Anyways, this is like the hallway. This is like the yeah, receptionist area, desk area. Nothing much really here. Just check out what this is. This is just a bust. And we can get down here. And there really is nothing here except a lot of books. And let's open up this one, and then we are back at the ice cream parlor square. So maybe this sign also indicates, I'm not really sure whether that indicates the law office or something, because I do seem to remember that a similar sign was outside somewhere. Yes, it's over there, I think.
See you at Mass on Sunday.
Alright, that guy said that because we are wearing clothes of a church. It's also over there, the same emblem. And let's get to where we were. So these are the toilets. We already checked that out in the episode before the last one, I think. Or maybe it was the last one. This is that weird guy that is only running circles, walking in circles around the village plaza, who actually commented on the fact that his brother is a journalist or something, and he was about to notify him on all the research that's going on in the villa. But I really couldn't find him walking to his brother, so I could actually take his brother's clothes. He's just only walking into circles, so there's not really a use of following him. Anyways, this is the office that we got into. This is where we came into via the toilet. There's, by the way, a graphical bug over here. The spoon is besides the cup. I really find it weird that stuff like this gets through testing and also experience with a game that has been released a long time and has had, I assume, many updates since the release. Has nobody ever notified IO Interactive that spoon is flying in mid-air? I don't understand, because it's pretty easy to notice, actually. You don't really need to look for it. It just, if you have paying a little bit attention, you will notice it. Anyways, that was the law office. There's one thing that was dangerous over here. There was a camera, but I already took it out. And again, that's that same emblem over there. And now we can go to the roof. And in the roof, it's actually, there's like this upper area, which is some kind of a security center with the CCTV recordings stored here. I disabled them, and there was one guy over here, a security guard, and I took him out non-lethally and put him in the box over there. So that is about that. Can we also get out of via here? Yes, we can, and that is the same. I think here we can get back into the stairwell. Only one level. Oh, that's the same level as where we were. And here we get into the guy's apartment who actually is playing the loud music. He's pretty cool. It's like a hippie. Super fun apartment, and the purpose of this apartment, I think, is to use his window as a sniping spot. There, for the rest, there is not that much here. Except you can, the villa is over there, so you can use this area as a sniping location to, I think, to get to Francesca de Santis. But it's not even that necessary, it's more just like a fun little location. Because actually you can also get to this clock tower further up, which of course in itself provides a very handy sniping spot. And what's also pretty cool is that this radio, it's now on, but it's actually not playing music, but
come stavo dicendo, guardalo, è ancora lì che parla a bordo
it's
campo.
playing a soccer game, which is pretty yeah, immersive in my view, because of course soccer is a really big thing in Italy. And this is like a perfect sniping spot. If you look all the way to the left of the balcony, the left balcony of the villa, that is where Francesca De Santis will pop up eventually. So you have like a clean shot. You can also take her out from the hippie apartment to the left. Can we see that now? Yeah, that's over there with that round window. But yeah, you can just as well take her out from over here. I think she's standing over there now in the white coat under the tree to the left on the balcony of the villa. She's calling somebody. Anyways, that is about that. So we cleared out this apartment building and let's get downstairs and I will indicate, and this is indeed Avvocato. So the area we started in here, it's like Avvocato, it's a lawyer. Salvatore Braviuomo, or something like that. I'm not a native Italian speaker. And this is the ice cream parlor, and I do need to watch it a bit because maybe I could get seen. This is the yeah, what's this? This is over here, the outside area, and there is also an area over here which is the cellar of the ice cream parlor with a dude to the left walking and preparing ice. I see, I think, or yeah, not doing that much, but just doing something. For the rest, there's nothing here. This was the smoke area, and then we also have this area, and I do have to save the game here because it could be there's another guy from the ice cream parlor having his smoke breaks, and if he sees me here I will get noticed. So this is also a way out, and yeah, I'm not really sure. This is the ice cream parlor, but there was another area, I think. Where... Holy shit, he didn't see me. That's a good one. Alright, I will quickly make my way out of here. I think... it was over here. There will also be a guy... here he is. That's what I mean. Now I got noticed. That is where I failed yesterday as well. What was my last save? This one. So there are actually two guys walking about over here doing a bit of smoking intermittently. The guy I just bounced into and the guy... So that is the guy, yeah, he comes from over there and he walks... Where the hell does he walk? I'm a bit lost. It's a bit confusing. So we have an outside area over there. I am a bit lost, to be honest. We have this dude over here. This guy will also smoke, I think, intermittently. Or maybe not. Maybe he stays in here. I'm not really sure. No, he will go smoking. He is actually smoking right now. As you see. And then this is the stairwell, I guess. And here the other guy will pop up and go for a smoke. Let's quickly save it to be sure. So he comes in from over there. There's also a guy smoking out of the window. A lot of people are smoking in here. I still don't really get it.
Church bingo tonight? Must be busy.
Where is that guy? Oh, by the way, there's also a camera over there. I should have paid attention to that, but I did already erase the camera recording, so I guess being noticed by cameras, at least in this building, should not be an option, anything that will spoil my silent assassin rating anymore.
Well, I'm sorry, but you told me that it was
But I'm just curious, I'm a bit confused about...
It was supposed to be 3 pounds.
I think that guy... Where... No, this is not what I mean. I actually mean there's a guy in here who is smoking. Over there. But there is that other guy and that was over here. Now I remember. He's actually smoking right now, I think. Because the door is open. And he goes... This is the big stairwell that we came down from. Yes, there he is. So there are 2 guys in this area doing their smoking. Hopefully we won't get spotted. We are in his viewing cone, I would say, if he goes to the right. No, we're good. So that guy goes... The other guy was in the basement of the ice cream parlor, and this is like the ground floor. And this goes back up to the hippies apartment and the lawyers apartments. So now we fully mapped out this building, including the people inside it. You can also, by the way, get from that lawyer's office to the security area above it through the pipe over there. That's what I actually did yesterday. This shop over here is closed. And what I did further was checking out this building. This is a guy who starts to work for... what the hell is his name? I again forget it. Objectives. Caruso. In the kitchen. I can go into his apartment to get some chef's clothing and that way get into the villa. But yeah, I intend to kill Caruso with an old cannon that is in his villa. So I've left those clothes there, but I will quickly show the apartments. And of course here you have a little...
Praise the Lord. Ciao. Could I interest you in some rotola? It's local. Or let me know if you want something else.
Here we have a little meat shop. And I wonder how we can get inside the back. I didn't yet get to the back. That's like a new area. And is there... Let's check out the map. Is there any way? Yes, there is. A way. I think there's a door. No. There's. No, the drop disguise is higher up. I don't think there's anything in that room to the back. But I'm still pretty curious, so let's just quickly check it out. We will probably be kicked out, but I will just save the game. Here we go. Hello dudes, don't mind me.
Huh.
champagne flask and a cleaver. I think he didn't even notice me going in there. Where is he? Ah, he suddenly walked outside. What the hell's up with that?
See you on Sunday.
Ah, he actually got like security. Holy shit, that's pretty fun. Good AI. Not going in there alone, but getting some backup. Anyways, there was not that much interesting in there except for the cleaver, but I will pick up a cleaver later on. I'm sure there will be more opportunities for that. So this is the meat shop. That's pretty nice meat textures. Holy shit, this door is broken from that van. This is a way to get into the villa, and I actually in the apartments over here, especially in that chef assistant apartment, I also picked up, yeah, I cannot find it here, but it's over here. I picked up this explosive golf ball, really cool. That's in the ICA safe house. It was there, which is besides the chef assistant apartment. We will be going there now. I forgot to mention I picked up a joint from the hippies apartment. You can use it to put people to sleep apparently. And I also picked up from the chef assistant and another apartment a mansion keycard, which would allow me to open up doors like that, I assume. And what I also picked up was a combat knife in an apartment from a security guard, which I will show you. And in the church staff apartment, I picked up a church key. So that is all the extra stuff. Now let's quickly run through this apartment building. Here we go. So we start off with the ICA safe house being over here. There wasn't that much here, it's just a poster, something on the floor about guns for hire, and yeah, some kind of a booklet. A gun, but I don't really need it. Here was the explosive golf ball, which I actually really like as a concept, because yeah, this whole series Hitman, it really in my book exceeds the coolness and the spy factor of it exceeds the Bond factor of the Bond franchise itself. Like an explosive golf ball that is like humorous, it's effective, it's fun. This game is not all about over-the-top humor. It also has grittiness. It has goriness. It are ruthless kills. There is high production values. It's beautiful worlds. It are jet-set people, nice mundane locations. It has everything that a spy concept needs, and that is more than actually what the current James Bond franchise has. James Bond is currently, yeah, lost its way a bit. It's all, I do like the Daniel Craig outings, especially Casino Royale, but it's all very gritty, humorless, yeah, focused in one monotone direction. It doesn't have the blend of elements that make a cool spy movie. I'm not saying that, for instance, James Bond should go back to the Roger Moore days, where everything was tongue-in-cheek and everything was being made fun of. It was more like a comedy than an actual serious movie. But it should have all the elements in the correct measure. And with this little explosive golf ball, it really brought home to me the fact that Hitman actually has the whole spy thing, or the Hitman thing. It's in my book, pretty similar concepts. Better down than James Bond itself, which is actually quite an accomplishment, I would say. And I was in the earlier episode, I noted on that IO Interactive would be the perfect developer to create a next James Bond game. But actually, I would maybe say leave James Bond and continue on this franchise, make it just bigger than James Bond. I think that is the best way to go, because otherwise it will be lapping up a franchise that has so many stakes in it with different perspectives. And I think that IO Interactive with their Hitman series, they can just follow their own perspective, which is the right one in my book. So yeah, that's a little bit of a rant from me. But the explosive golf ball and also this whole chemical set with which probably the explosive golf ball was created, it's pretty fun. Anyways, this is the ICA safe house, and now we can go further up and we will go to the chef's assistant's apartments. There are actually 2 apartments here. I wasn't aware of that. Ah, this is just the toilet. Nothing much happening over here. And that chef assistant as well, he's not doing that much. He is just smoking outside, despite his sister asking him to come down and start working at the mansion. He just continues to have a nice smoke. Who blames him? So this is his apartment, and what I got from here was...
I woke up this morning thinking of braised rabbit with homemade pappardelle.
Ooh, I was afraid he started talking. He noticed 47. But that was actually dialogue from the butcher shop down below. So, yeah, this is the chef's assistant's apartment, and there are some kitchen assistant disguise here, which I could use, but I won't. I will try another route. I did put them on just to maybe mark them off as a challenge. But no, I'm going to go with the church disguise for now, which looks pretty cool. He looks pretty innocent, albeit with a very stern facial expression. But the Spencer and the glasses do make 47 look less like a hitman. Yeah, so this is the kitchen assistant's apartment. He is a gamer of Hitman itself, pretty cool. I do remember that game. I think it's from a previous Hitman game. I do remember myself also being in some kind of a sniper level on, at the opposite a hotel or something. Pretty fun and also pretty realistic. Those overburdened ashtrays fully filled. It's pretty gross, but from experience I can tell you, real life it can look like that. Yeah, so this was the kitchen assistant's apartment. This is actually a way, if you do not have a key card, to get into the villa. Just jump down from here. I won't be doing that. Here are some solar panels. Let's see about this one. What the hell is this? Ah, this is actually getting back to the ICA safe house. Yeah, in the hallway of the safe house, the only other venue was the kitchen assistant's apartment over there. What the hell is this then? Ah, this was his bathroom. So, let's see, by the way, what is here? Nothing. Just looking at all the little nooks and crannies, like, that's a bit my niche. A bit autistic, maybe, a bit OCD. But that's why I call them deep playthroughs. Also pretty cool, this map of Sapienza, it's pretty accurate. This probably served as their inspiration to create this town. Maybe it's even based on a real life town, I'm not sure, but it looks very authentic. They did a terrific job in this level, I must say. It is almost like feeling of being on holiday yourself while playing it. Can we sit in this chair? No. I would have liked it, that little stuff like that would be a possibility as well. Like animations that you can actually have 47 sit down. Not for any specific reason, but just like in Skyrim, you can just sometimes sit down and chill out. Just ponder over your options and stuff. That's really good for immersion in my view. So it would have been really cool if he, for instance, just could have maybe go bare-chested, sit down in the sun tanning chair over here without any further purpose, but just to immerse the player further into the game world. That would be a really cool addition, I would say. Anyways, let's continue with the last little apartment that I checked out in the previous episodes. By the way, it really is a bummer that it all crashed, because I'm now doing almost like a full double episode of something that I already did yesterday, but it is what it is. Sometimes the hardware doesn't play along. Alright, so this is an apartment of a security guards, and here there was indeed... oh, this is my Italian suit. That is because this is the original suit 47 started out with, and that is because I initially took the security guard suit and only later on changed that to the church staff suit that he is wearing now. But here there was like the security guard uniform and a pistol, and that's about it. And there was like this combat knife, like, which is pretty cool. This one. Nope. I don't want that. Yes, let's look at the combat knife. This one, a military knife, stainless steel, effective in close quarters engagements. Pretty cool. And this is his bedroom, where I think I found his uniform. For the rest, it doesn't really have anything. And over here is his beautiful vista of the beach area. That is the church we will be checking out. And holy shit, I think I'm getting noticed or something. And what the hell is this? This is another way, of course, to get into the security guard's building, just via the stairwell. Is there anything else? There is not really anything else. If we look at it... or is there? No, this is just to the beach. Over there. And this is closed off. And this is just another door that ends up at the little beach square over there. I almost really feel like going to the beach myself playing this level. But let's just leave that for now and be sensible and save some money. Right. So we were in the security guard's apartment. And we already checked it out. And let's continue. Let's take the long way around. Like over here. Nice little details. For instance, that little plastic basket over there. And those cloth hangers. Albeit a bit big. They're really huge, I think. Compared to real life ones. But it's all very detailed. It's just a shame of the total oversaturation in this level. But yeah, you cannot win it all. This is the main street. And there's also, that's where I left off. So we will now be going to the church staff apartment, then we will be also checking out the church itself. That's still something new. And you had like, there is like a wine shop at the corner which is closed, and there is here a barber shop which I blended in. I just sat into the waiting chairs, and there was actually a little dialogue going on that there... Holy shit. Who is seeing me? I hear that swishy sound that you're being noticed. Not sure who that was from. I do really have to pay attention to it, because getting noticed really is the primary way of getting noticed while not noticing that yourself. Is the primary way of losing your silent assassin ranking, which you can only get if you're going fully unnoticed, and so I really have to pay close attention to that. Anyways, in the barbershop there was like this dialogue of a nephew of the barber or something, who was a detective hired by Francesca DeSantis, one of the targets. And he was apparently sleeping on a bench near behind the barbershop somewhere. So that is also something I would like to check out. That is actually one of the ways to get close to DeSantis, I would say, is yeah, dressing up as that detective, private investigator or something. For the rest, of course, up until now, I discovered several venues to get close to the targets. There is like this psychiatrist on the town square, which was hired by Caruso. So that's a way to get close to Caruso, if that's his name. I continuously forget. Yeah, Caruso. There is like this journalist tangent, I think, which is a way to, yeah, I didn't find him yet, but maybe a way to also get into the villa. I can dress up as the kitchen assistant to get into the villa. Yeah, I can of course dress up as the security guards, which this is the security guard's apartment, to get into the villa. Yeah, so there are multiple ways to tackle this, but let's first keep the church stuff disguised, check out the church itself, and then let's see how we will enter the villa. Anywho, we are now going out, down and below, to the church staff apartment. There's nobody here, it's nothing really that interesting. This is his bathroom. He's actually cooking what looks to be pretty nice. Some mushrooms in olive oil or something, with some lemon on the side. Really nice. The textures are actually quite sharp in this game. Like in a lot of games you would not be able to read small print like that. But here it's totally readable. Although I don't really know what it says, because it's in Italian, which I don't really speak. Anyways, this is the security guard uniform, mentioned security, which I swapped out for the church staff uniform, or whatever it's called. Let's see what it's called actually. So this is the security guard, pretty cool uniform. Yeah, it's called church staff, this one. So, for the rest, there is nothing much going on over here, except a book of Roberto Marcelli and the Regionale Prima newspaper. Anything going on outside? Again, I'm being noticed. I hear that swishing sound. By who that is? I don't understand. I don't really see people barging in here, so probably we're good. And this is of course the other way to get into this church staff apartment, is simply by way of the ragazzo. Angeli Oscuri. By way of the stairwell. And pretty similar to the other one. And here we are back in the beach square. And let's just go back up and see if there was another way out of that apartment. I wonder. No, I don't think, yeah, maybe through here we could get to the main street as well. Ah, no, it's cordoned off. Alright, so just let's get down through the stairwell again. Pretty small apartment with this bed like besides the couch. But still, I will take it with such a beautiful view. Here we go. Out, and I will quickly show the barbershop, and then we are exactly where I left off yesterday when the game crashed and the recording got corrupted.
Give my best to Father Francesco.
So this one is closed. Sorry, we're closed. Spiacenti, chiamo chiusi. And over here is the barbershop. Pretty cool. He's really like a true barber, gossiping a lot. And he had like this fun note to Agent 47.
Howling. It was a scandal. I mean, soon everyone knew about it. Oh, sorry, Bella. You're gonna have to come back in an hour or so.
Fine. I'll see you later, Paolo.
Pablo had like this fun note to Agent 47.
Okay,
like
back
you don't
to business.
you
Whoa.
don't
Wow. Okay, I don't want to praise myself, but oh, baby sweet Jesus, I am making you look like a piece of art. Okay? I mean, look at those reflections. I mean, it's like Sapienza in the moonlight, lights flickering from the sea. It's summer sand and chilled wine. You, my beautiful Signora, are glowing, is what I'm trying to say. The bachelors of Sapienza will throw themselves at your feet. I mean, you come here once a month, and I'll have you married within the end of the year. Trust me, I'm a hairdresser. And her eyelashes fell out. Can you imagine? It was horrifying for me. I can't imagine for her. Oh, can you come back for... Well, I don't think you need a haircut, but you are more than welcome to look around for something for your wife.
Yeah, that was that funny note to Agent 47. Like, you don't look like you need a haircut. And he's of course totally right with that one. Let's wait for one more funny dialogue here, because this guy really is like a typical hairdresser gossiping queen. And what I find a bit weird
And
is
I tell
that
you, I nearly broke my back jumping out of that window. Nearly broke it. Oh, beautiful. Hey, look, you're gonna have to come back in a little bit. Is that okay? Maybe an hour?
Okay, well, I can see that you're busy, but I'll be back.
So the next exhibit is called this, well, we don't have a name for it yet, but it's basically we're taking all the hair and putting it to shapes of famous monuments and places in Italy. So, for example, I'm in charge of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which sounds easy, but it's not. It's the lean has to be so specific, and one of my friends, he's doing the Colosseum, and that is crazy. It takes two people, they connect the hair, and so they're basically stuck together. Unfortunately, we have to shave them bald afterwards. They don't know that yet, but I think they're gonna think it's worth it, because the history and the art that we're making it's just amazing. You should have seen her face when I told her. Oh, hey, ciao, my dear. Could you come back in an hour? That would just be fantastic.
Okay, fine. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow.
this is so funny. This guy is like not working at all.
Oh yeah, it was
only
awful,
gossiping.
Awful. I mean, it was my first coloring job, to be fair, and I was letting the coloring soak, and I wanted to soak it extra. Little did I know it was this wood varnish thing at the store that they were using on the counters, but it got mixed up. I mean, how am I supposed to know? I thought they used specific products for the specific store. Anyway, so it's on her hair, and it's starting to sizzle, which I thought was maybe normal, and then the bubbling really threw me off, and when I took it out, her hair was straight, so that was great. But the kids were there, and they started seeing the blood coming down, and that's when they really freaked out. I got arrested, got thrown in jail for a while. They said they were going to take my license, but thank God they didn't, and now I'm here working on yours, so win-win, right? It was a scandal. I mean, soon everyone knew about it. Oh, sorry, Bella. You're going to have to come back in an hour or so.
Really so funny. There is something going on with clipping in this game. She was not sitting correctly. She was sitting in mid-air. And also that spoon earlier in this episode, in that coffee cup. Anyways, what I find funny is that the Hitman series are really known for, I think, inventing reflection in mirrors, real life, or actual working reflections in computer games. With like the second... Where the hell is the audio went? Audio is cutting out. Alright, nice and quiet for me to tell. About the working reflection in the mirror in Hitman 1 or 2, like one of the first games. And if there's one place I would expect them to have fully functioning mirrors, it is in a barber shop. And in all the toilets in the game and bathrooms there are working mirrors, but in this barber shop the mirrors are pretty... yeah, fake. But why is the sound cutting out? Please. Now it's back. No. Hello. Alright. So now it's back, and maybe if we get back in, let's see if we can...
what's up?
We can hear another funny story. Because these are pretty funny stories. Now, it seems they have run out of dialogue. Let's give it 30 more seconds. Nope, that seems to be it. Here we go. I did remember more dialogue yesterday. He had different dialogue, but probably because I saved the game afterwards, that doesn't loop back in, which is actually a good thing, I would say. Yeah, so this is more or less where I left off yesterday, and now I'm like 49 minutes into this episode, so it really was almost like redoing the whole episode of yesterday, which was like 1 hour long, or a bit longer. So yeah, it is what it is. I also checked out this show.
Good day to you, sir.
So let's check that now as well. It's not really that special, but still pretty funny.
Nice day for it, isn't it?
He's really doing like the cliche mime moves. Whew. And
go with God, my friend.
That was the show, more or less. And these were the apartments that we just checked out from the security dudes, the church staff dudes, and over there to the right, further on, there is the on the top back there, there was like the kitchen assistant.
See you at the church bingo.
This is the best crowd I ever have. Now, please, you want to see the next trick? Prepare to be dazzled, my friend. Now, step back, step back. Give me a little room. I don't want anyone getting hurt, especially the little
Hey,
bambino.
what's up?
He's so cute. Look at him.
It's a pretty freaky mask he's wearing with like 3 faces.
Please, silenzio.
Anyways, over
See
there
you at Mass on Sunday.
you had like the kitchen assistant and the ICA.
You can't believe your eyes, can you? No, no, look at him. He's drooling. He doesn't know what has happened. Okay, the hat is there if you want to put the money in my hat. It's okay.
That is fantastic. It's so poetic. Hey, bravo! Woo! Woo! Encore! I mean, I'm so moved.
Alright, over there you had like the kitchen assistant and the ICA safe house. So that's what we all check out, just for reference. It's really well designed level layout in my view.
Another job.
It's not even that big, but it really feels like a genuine town. Very well done.
Yeah, no, Monday I'm not working. Tuesday I'm not working. Like ever. I got this other job that pays me way more and is much more exciting and much better than your life. So thought I'd do the nice thing and call you and say I quit. Like,
I love you.
Okay, bye-bye.
I love you too.
Alright, there is a dude quitting his job, probably on holiday and pondering over his life and taking radical decisions. Like, you know what, I'm just gonna quit. And probably be in trouble once he's back into his own life. Anywho, this is more or less where I left off. Now let's get to that detective that the barber was talking about in the episode that got corrupted. A private investigator, apparently hired by Francesca DeSantis. And let's see what that is all about, if that is a way to get close to her. He said something about him being asleep at a bench at the back somewhere. So let's check it out over here.
God bless you, my friend.
You too, my friend. I could probably also have taken that mime performer on the beach square. Could also take just his outfit. Would be pretty hard to lure him away, but maybe not impossible. I wonder how far I can get with that costume.
So, what are you doing? Oh, nice. What are you wearing? Boy, that's... I like that. Me? Well, you know, I just worked out, so I'm naked. Just got out of the shower. Yeah, yeah, I'm ripped. Getting some lotion on this perfect bod, just rubbing it in. Yeah, you gotta keep the moisture in, you know. So, we gonna meet tonight? Oh, don't you worry. I'll bring Uncle Fuzzy. Yeah, I know you like it. I can't wait. Okay, I'll call you later. Bye, baby.
Man, those little dialogues are so funny, I must say. Alright, via Giulio Cesare. Also pretty cool, that radio that you hear, I think again of soccer. That's really typical Italian, I would imagine, in like little streets like this. Like the radios of the soccer matches reverberating into the tiny streets, narrow streets. Nothing much here, and here we end
Take a page out of the history book. No, man, whatever they're doing over at Villa Caruso, that's some scary shit.
Sometimes I have a hard time pinpointing where the dialogue is coming from. Alright, so we have some toilets over here. Nothing new. Is this maybe that investigator posing as a toilet maintenance guy? Here, for instance, here the mirrors are fully functional and in the barbershop they weren't. I don't really understand. Anywho. Veicoli autorizzati al servizio di persona invalide, etc. So I think this is exception. Vehicles authorized to the service, to be used by disabled people. And then Polizia Ambulance Vigili del Fuoco solo in servizio urgente di emergenza. So that is police, ambulances, like emergency medical personnel, EMTs, and firefighters.
Yes, hello. I'd like to book a table for 2.
Only in cases of urgent emergencies. Alright,
Yeah,
I'm just brushing up a little bit on my languages. Alright, we can get some cool sunglasses over here, but it all really is fitting. Like the high class shops, like with expensive bags, expensive Ray-Ban sunglasses or whatever they are, wine, a butcher. Yeah, it all feels really well done. I read somewhere of somebody saying it is almost perfectly done on a forum.
Hi, is that Jerry?
And I actually agree, it's really well done. This looks to be pretty much a Nissan GTR, or at least inspired by a GTR, except it's a 4-door and the back more looks like an Alfa Romeo or something. But still pretty fun. And what do we have over here? Nothing, except way too much bloom on this car. Check it out. I really don't understand why they went with that route. That is, I think, mostly only in the remastered version that we're playing now. In the original version, it was much more authentic, the color tone. Just checking out the window over there. Alright, we're still looking for that private detective.
Sorry, I don't have time for a sales call right. No, I'm sorry. Look, I've got. No.
Let's see if he still has like a funny dialogue. Nah, not really.
Damn piece of junk. Damn it. Of course it breaks down today of all days. Unbelievable. How am I gonna fix this? There's no way I can fix this. I don't know how to fix it. Thanks a lot, God. You're really helping me out today. I know I don't pray, but I don't really care. I just want to get into town and get this over with.
I think this is the guy we were following all at the start of the level, like a couple of episodes ago. rest there is not much here. I don't really, not really finding that private investigator dude. Maybe it's him. No, this I think was the guy who was sitting at the first episode on the big square talking about his brother being a journalist. I think. Ah, this is the guy. He is also... This should be the private investigator, and he is actually also in the challenges description. I think... Yes, here he is. So this is a way I could take his clothes and try to blend in, and I'm not sure what that will help with. But let's just check it out. I could blend in over there. And maybe it will help out with something. But getting his clothes might be pretty tricky with all the people walking about here. But I do think I would like to try that in the next episode. So let's leave that for the next episode. So this was more of a recap episode of everything that was in the corrupted footage. And now continue genuinely with like new gameplay. By the way, this is a good example of all the oversaturation going on in this game. These banners look way too in your face with the colors in my view. It really looks artificial. It should be much more weathered and more subtle colorings instead of the super bright reds and oranges and yellows and blues.
Hi.
It's yeah, but whatever. It still is a look very well made level. Guys, hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you in the next episode. And for the meantime, do not forget to always keep on gaming. See you later.